Have you ever pondered how crucial visual communication is in today's remote working environment? It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? In this era of telecommuting, visual cues play a pivotal role in how we interact and connect with our colleagues. Imagine being part of a team where you can't see the faces of your peers. Sounds challenging, right? That's because visual communication enhances understanding, engagement, and most importantly, trust. In fact, an impressive 64% of employees believe that seeing and hearing their peers fosters a stronger sense of trust. But it's not just about trust. Visual communication also helps to convey our emotions, intentions, and ideas more accurately. When we can see each other, we are better able to empathize, understand, and connect on a deeper level. As we dive deeper, we'll uncover why some employees may prefer to keep their cameras off, and that's perfectly fine. Because remember, in the realm of remote work, respect for individual preferences is key. Various studies and surveys have been conducted to understand the role of visual communication in the workplace. Let's delve into some of these to see what they reveal about how we connect in the remote work environment. One survey conducted by Owl Labs in 2023 found that 64% of employees believe that seeing colleagues, not just hearing them, makes it easier to trust them. Quite an interesting fact, isn't it? This underscores the power of visual cues in fostering trust and creating a stronger bond among team members. In another study by GigaOM, it was found that 87% of remote workers feel more connected to their team when they use video conferencing. This suggests that visual communication can significantly improve team dynamics, creating a sense of unity even when we're miles apart. Meanwhile, a survey by Zogby Analytics highlighted that teams that use video communication are more productive. It revealed that 92% of workers agree that video collaboration increases productivity. This shows us how visual communication can enhance not just our connections but also our work output. However, it's not all about turning the camera on. A study by Harvard Business Review found that some employees feel more comfortable with their cameras off. The study found that the reasons for this vary greatly, ranging from concerns about privacy to managing distractions at home. A survey by Buffer, on the other hand, found that 19% of remote workers reported loneliness as their biggest challenge, suggesting that too much isolation without visual interaction can also have its drawbacks. These findings show us that visual communication plays a pivotal role in remote work, but it's also essential to respect individual comfort levels. It's a balancing act, really, between fostering visual connections and understanding that everyone's circumstances and comfort levels are unique. So the next time you're in a virtual meeting, remember it's okay to have your camera off if that's what makes you comfortable. After all, effective communication is about mutual understanding, not just visibility. While visual communication is vital, it's equally important to respect personal boundaries and comfort. Now let's take a moment to consider those colleagues who prefer having their cameras off. It's not necessarily a sign of disinterest or disengagement. There could be a multitude of reasons behind this preference. It might be a matter of privacy, or perhaps they're juggling multiple responsibilities at home. Maybe they're just not comfortable on camera, and that's okay. We need to understand that everyone has different comfort levels when it comes to being on screen. Instead of jumping to conclusions, let's respect these choices. Embrace the diversity of communication styles within your team. Encourage open dialogue about what works best for each individual. Remember, we're all navigating this digital landscape together. Let's foster an environment of understanding and empathy, because when we do, we create a more inclusive, productive workspace. Finding the right balance between visual communication and individual comfort can foster a more inclusive and productive remote work environment. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed. We've delved into the power of visual communication, the cornerstone of trust, understanding, and effective collaboration in our work environments. It's a fact that 64% of employees believe that visual interactions foster trust among colleagues. Nonetheless, we've also explored the results of various surveys and studies, which illustrate that not everyone is comfortable having their cameras on during virtual meetings. And that's perfectly fine. We're all unique with different comfort zones and preferences. The balance between visual communication and individual comfort is crucial in remote work settings. It's about creating an environment that respects individual choices while promoting effective communication. Remember, while visual communication is a powerful tool, it's also essential to create an environment where everyone feels comfortable and respected. Let's continue to build trust and foster collaboration in our remote workspaces, respecting everyone's unique choices and preferences.